Everybody, thank you so much for watching. In today's video, I will be finally breaking down how I apply false eyelashes. So in this video, I kind of just go step by step in terms of my recommendations, what I have found has worked well for me in applying false eyelashes, and just to try to make it a little bit easier if you do struggle with applying falsies, and maybe you can take some tips from this video and put it in your everyday makeup routine and thank me later on. But these are honestly, again, just tips that I have found worked well for me in terms of applying falsies. So I hope that you enjoy. Please thumbs up and comment down below any other how-to videos if you would like to see any other how-tos on how I break it down. And I will also be filming a hair video after this, so I apologize for my crazy hair throughout this video. But thank you again so much for watching, and stay tuned if you'd like to see how I apply falsies. So there are a couple essential tools that you will need to properly apply fake eyelashes. And this has just been in my experience. Obviously, everybody has a different technique for applying eyelashes, and you just have to find the one that will work best for you. But through my time of learning how to apply eyelashes, I definitely have found that these are necessary. Obviously, one of the things that you will need are a set of fake eyelashes. And then some other tools that I definitely think come in handy when it comes to applying fake eyelashes are a set of some eyelash scissors. And you can find these at pretty much any sort of retail store, Walgreens, King Soopers, anywhere that offers cosmetic products. And they should have a set of little scissors similar to these, just to make sure that you can trim eyelashes to fit the exact size of your eye. And then I always like to use a set of tweezers. I also have these tweezers here. These are specifically made for gripping sets of false eyelashes so that you can kind of push down larger areas to adhere to your eye. There's no correct eyelash glue to use. I personally like to use clear eyelash glue. I have used black glue in the past, and I just don't really like how it looks when I'm trying to have a more natural look when it comes to wearing falsies. My personal favorite eyelash adhesive is by Kiss, and it is the Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. For whatever reason, I do have a lot of sensitivity when it comes to glue being near my eye, which I think is, pretty understandable. And this is the only eyelash glue that I have found that doesn't irritate my eyes. So when it comes to lashes, typically, as you can see, they're a little bit longer than where the actual eyelashes are. So I always like to trim those edges down, and it also helps to prevent any sort of like poking in the corners of your eyes. I'm just going to peel these eyelashes out, and then I'm just going to hold the eyelashes, and I'm just going to simply trim those extra edges. I have a decently wide eye. If you're constantly finding that false eyelashes are poking you in the corners of the eyes, chances are you just need to trim it down a little bit. So I find that if you do need to make the eyelashes shorter, I like to take them from the inner portion is where you should cut a little bit more, because typically that's where the eyelashes tend to be a little bit on the shorter side. When it gets out towards the corners, then that's where you get more of a flare with the eyelashes, and you don't really want to lose that extra volume. So I always take my set of eyelashes and my eyelash glue, and it says to apply a thin band on the lash band itself. So I always go through and literally just line that entire lash band with lash glue. And a very important step that I really genuinely just had to learn through my years of loving makeup and applying makeup is you have to let it sit and let it get a little bit tacky before sticking it right on your eye. If I were to just take this and stick it on my eye right now, I would really have to be working with it for a long time in order to make sure that it was well dry and adhered in the spot that I wanted it to. But if I just let it sit up to a minute, just let it get a little bit tacky right after applying that lash glue, it will go on a lot more easily, and it will be a lot more moldable to my eye. You guys, my daughter used to be short enough, because she's really small, but she used to be short enough where my makeup drawers, I didn't have to worry about her really getting into them. But she's at a point now, I mean, she's almost a year and a half, which is crazy to me, but she's almost at a point now where she can get into everything, and she is just like so curious. I love it, but she gets into everything. You'll be hearing throughout this whole video her just messing with all kinds of stuff. So that's probably long enough to have let the lashes sit. The way that I apply my lashes, you can always go in and hold the lashes with, you know, a set of these tweezers and kind of apply them on your eye. But I feel like I have the most control when I'm holding the lashes themselves and kind of place them on my eye, and then I'll work them into place with the tweezers. But I always like to hold it right in the center and then just ever so gently place it as close to my eyelashes as I can without going onto my eyelashes. So I'm going to use a little hand mirror and then just really carefully with my fingers right in the center of that lash band, I'm going to place it pretty much right in the center of my eye. Just like that. And first, taking my smaller set of tweezers, I'm going to lay down the two corners of the eyelashes right into place where I need them to go. And then I'm going to just kind of work my way along the lash band and grip the eyelashes and gently push it into place right at the base of my actual eyelashes. Now, taking that larger tweezer set, I'm going to push it down closer in the center and then on each end as well. Just make sure that everything is really nice and adhered. And I do find that it is more helpful, instead of holding the mirror directly out in front of me, trying to stick the eyelashes in place, almost to hold it at a 90-degree angle, pretty much. Just gently tilt it upwards, and then you can see actually from a better angle where the eyelashes are in comparison to your actual eyelashes. As opposed to looking straight on, it's kind of hard to see, you know, how close they really are to your real eyelashes. But I hope you enjoyed. This was my, this was my breakdown of how I apply falsies. I hope that, just being able to talk it through step by step does help you to maybe apply falsies in a easier way. It took a lot of times of applying false eyelashes in order to feel like I was just getting the hang of things. You will get eyelash glue in your eyes at some point. You will have tearing of your eyes where it unsticks some of the glue. It all just takes practice. But the more you do it, the easier it'll become, the more second nature it'll become. And I can honestly just throw on a set of eyelashes in 5 minutes and then head off to work and not need to worry about anything. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for, I'm going to make this mess into an actually nice hairstyle, but that video will be coming up next. So thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for more how-to videos.